Here we are again.
Here we are again to now discuss Cancer's romantic compatibility, love compatibility with a few of the signs, including, well, in general, what are some good things to know about Cancer on its own and in love as a sun sign?
Cancer is a water sign ruled by the moon. Water signs in general tend to be emotional, intuitive, nurturing, caring, healing oriented. So those are lovely qualities. Cancer in particular is a cardinal sign. So it in particular seeks to establish something, and it seeks to establish home, and all those things that home requires, or that come from the home and hearth. So Cancers may tend to be shy initially. You think about the crowd and how it moves this way and that way. It's a little bit evasive. It's looking for security before it comes out.
And it can always retire into its own little permanent home of a shell.
That's true. And it can be very protective. And
yes.
So with regard to home, there is that strong mothering instinct, nurturing instinct. Cancers, male or female, often love good food and to make good food and share it with others. They're very nurturing that way.
Yeah, so now that you mention it, some of the Cancers I've known are pretty good cooks. I distinctly remember sugar cookie pancakes from one of them. Good job, Cancer. Keep cooking.
Keep the sugar going,
yeah.
And she'll call you a good cook.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that is a creature comfort, isn't it?
Yeah.
So very home loving, very family oriented, can be very traditional, tremendously loyal. I talked about how protective they can be. So these are wonderful qualities in an individual. So the pairing of two Cancers, we would know that they are both very sensitive. We would know that this would be a very emotionally charged and nurturing oriented coupling.
Yes.
So there would be a lot of mutual mothering, and it could be a very intuitive relationship. I think they could provide for one another that security, trust, and safety.
I was going to say, as you're talking about this, it reminds me of the whole idea that you get to pick your parents going in, and I feel like two of the best parents you could possibly pick together would be Cancers, because they are just so nurturing, at least when you're a young child. The thought of having two Cancerian
I'm glad you're
thinking
thinking.
such a sweet feeling.
I'm glad you're thinking about the difference between a young child and an adolescent.
Yes, because once you hit like 11, 12, 13, having two Cancerian parents might be a little bit stifling.
That's right. Come back home.
Yeah.
Put a helmet on.
Yeah, yeah. Are you wearing your jacket? Do you have a jacket? Oh,
Don't go where I can't see you.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I think that's extreme. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I really must apologize to all Cancers.
But that's good parenting to a large degree. You care. Like
That's true.
That's a Cancer. They care.
You
They
would
love
never miss
love
that.
and
You would never miss that.
feeling.
So that's the kind of connection that two Cancers I know could have.
Okay.
They certainly would be formidable in terms of providing, standing up and protecting their home
Okay.
and one another.
And like you mentioned before, sun sign is only your sun sign. There's so much beautiful complexity within everybody's chart that I've come to learn about. So
Absolutely. So these are just some aspects of the sun sign to consider.
yes, some aspects to consider. And every aspect to always consider, and like we said before, is remember to love yourself first before you go loving anybody else, because it makes it so much easier for everybody involved. Romantically, not romantically, remember to love yourself. And we love you.
And I love you.